everything that needs to happen to you will happen to you. There, if you go and stand in front of the Creator, at least there you must keep your ideas down, isn't it? Prayer is not something that you do, it is something that you become. If I utter the word prayer, immediately people will think sitting down and saying something to somebody up there. Some of you may know simple English prayers, some of you may know complicated Latin, Arabic, Sanskrit, whatever kind of prayers. But essentially, prayer unfortunately has been understood as a way, like it's some kind of a long-distance call. Already said the Sanskrit language, the mantras have certain impact upon you. If it is done with absolute integrity and understanding, yes, it creates a certain amount of space, a certain amount of energy in you. Mantras have very beneficial impact upon you, no doubt about that. But if you're thinking that this is a prayer which is going to reach God and things are going to happen to you, it's a wrong understanding. There, if you go and stand in front of the Creator, at least there you must keep your ideas down, isn't it? Your ideas must be kept down for some time when the Creator is here, isn't it so? Isn't he the biggest idea? Now, you don't go stand in front of that which is the basis of creation and throw your ideas at him. You are his idea. Yes? You are just a figment of his idea. If he withdraws his idea, you're gone. So you don't put your ideas. Prayer is not something that you do, it is something that you become. Prayer is a quality, prayer is not an act that you do. Prayer is a way of involving your whole body and getting it into a certain attitude of receptivity. So it is not the Sanskrit language, it's not the Latin or Greek, it's just that you become prayerful. To become prayerful means you should not be big. Becoming prayerful means, in India we call this upasana. Upasana means, the word is very beautiful. Upa means sub, asana means seat. That is, in your life, you don't occupy the main seat, you occupy the side seat. You have occupied a minor seat in your own life. Somebody else, something else has occupied the main seat in your life. Then you are in upasana. It is not the question of Greek, Latin or Sanskrit. It is just that you have made yourself very small. This self-assumed importance that man has created within himself, when you keep it aside, you are in prayer. You are just a speck of dust in this existence. Tomorrow morning, if you disappear, nobody's going to miss you. A few people around you will cry for 3 days and then they'll forget about you. Rest of the existence will just go on fine without you, isn't it? Something else has become big. Whether this something else is God or Guru or husband or wife or child or something, it doesn't matter. You can become prayerful. So prayer is a quality, mantra is a science. Science must be handled as science, properly, must be used that way. There are certain mantras which need your emotion. There are certain mantras with the emotion it'll mess up. You have to do it like science, properly. It is like chemistry. You got to do it properly like that, only then it works. But these days, most people don't have such understanding and they're mixing up everything, and you don't find any significant difference in the people who are doing it simply because they don't have the necessary vibrance in them. They don't have the necessary understanding and awareness in them. Any repetition, as I already said, without the necessary awareness will bring only dullness. So you will find, unfortunately, this cannot be generalized again, unfortunately with lots of people who believe they are doing prayers, they have become dull. Please see this, because of repetition. Repeating without the necessary awareness dulls the mind. You will see there are all kinds of idiots in the world, but the religious idiots take the cake simply because somehow you become very stupid in the process of becoming religious. Religion means it's the highest intelligence. Religion means it's the intelligence of… you have the intelligence to go beyond all limitations. That's what it means. But today you will find most of the people who call themselves religious are the most stupid people. They do the most idiotic things in the world. This has happened simply because of repetition. Prayer has become a repetition. Prayer has not become a quality. So this is the essence of meditativeness. Meditation means you have understood your limitations. Now you just shut up. If you just shut up on all levels, everything that needs to happen to you will happen to you. All the training is just to help them to shut up. That you don't throw your silly ideas at the Creator, you just shut up.
For most people, if you look at what their prayer is, it is, God give me this, God give me that, God save me. What you are seeking in prayer is not God. You are actually seeking security and happiness. Ultimately, what you want with prayer is well-being, but you are not willing to admit it. The first step is to be straight with yourself. Then we can see how to cross the threshold of limitations to true well-being. It is time we realize that looking to God will not help until we look at our own foolishness.